In these early summer days, before Lionel Messi's move to Inter Miami was officially announced on July 15, many Barcelona fans still believed he could return to his old Catalan home to wear the beloved red and blue striped jersey again. But as everyone knows, Barcelona has explored the option of bringing Messi back and tried to do so. They could not guarantee that their financial situation would allow the recruitment of the 7-time Ballon d'Or winner. This is precisely the reason Messi left Barcelona in 2021. He had agreed to a new contract with Barcelona, but due to wage limit rules, they could not register Lionel Messi to stay in La Liga. Therefore, he had to leave. Before starting the video, please take 3 seconds to subscribe to this YouTube channel, helping the team have more motivation to create more quality videos. Remember to ring the bell so you can follow and update many exciting stories about the football world. But even when Messi moved to MLS, the media still thought there might be a chance he could return on loan at some point. This proposal resurfaced in the Catalan press on Thursday, with sport quoting rumors linking Messi with a move to Barcelona on loan in February. But is that possible? Of course, it's impossible to affirm 100% of the answer, but almost certainly it will be no. When Messi decided to move to Inter Miami, he knew the possibility of returning to Barcelona was very close. At that time, sources close to this player told The Athletic that he would not go anywhere on loan and intended to stay with the MLS club. Another reason Messi gave up waiting for Barcelona when transferring in the summer is because he wanted to take care of his family entirely. He didn't want his plans to wait until the last minute, mainly because of his children's education and the importance of settling in a new home. Similar thinking will also be what Messi thinks about a loan move. He doesn't want to leave his family in the middle of a season and play in Europe, and he doesn't want to take them there again to disrupt life. But of course, besides family issues, Lionel Messi and Barcelona's board know that getting his services in January is as tricky as bringing him back from the first summer transfer window. First, the relationship between Barcelona president Mr. Joan Laporta and Messi's family was affected by his departure in 2021, and it has mostly stayed the same since then. President Joan Laporta and some senior club officials do not support reuniting with the Argentine superstar. When Lionel Messi's future was raised at the start of this season, when his contract with Paris Saint-Germain expired, Barcelona's public stance was that any return would entirely depend on whether Messi agreed. Those on Messi's side found Barcelona amusing because everyone knew where the problem lay. And now, once again, like in the summer, the question of money is raised. Barcelona is again in a situation where they must cut wage spending if they want to sign more players, even on loan or outright purchase. Sources close to the club say they are implementing a strategy to bring Brazilian striker Vitor Roque to the team in the next transfer window. The 18-year-old's contract was secured earlier this year in a deal worth €61 million, which will see Barcelona pay an initial €30 million to Atletico Paranaense, with another €31 million in bonus fees. Roque was initially expected to join Barcelona from the 2024 to 2025 season, but management is trying to make this happen sooner. That is their priority now. Arriving at MLS, Messi's income naturally skyrocketed. Accordingly, Messi will receive about $50 to $60 million in annual salary. In addition to bonuses, the Argentine star also gets a portion of revenue from sales of 2 major corporations, Apple and Adidas, partners of the MLS tournament. So even if Messi's hard-earned amount is halved, it still needs to be more significant for Barcelona to balance their budget. However, it is still possible to bring Messi back to Barca and Camp Nou, but it could be a tribute match. Barcelona fans still want to invite Messi back to say goodbye to the club officially. And in July, Inter Miami owner Jose Mas said he would do everything he could to help Messi play a farewell match at Camp Nou. Barca's stadium is being redeveloped. They aim to return just in time for the 125th anniversary in November 2024, but that is a very ambitious goal. Mars said, Messi left Barcelona not of his own accord. He couldn't say goodbye to the club that welcomed him since he was a boy, and I think leaving under those circumstances wasn't what Messi wanted. He deserves his farewell there. There will be something hopeful when the new Camp Nou opens because their stadium will not play for the next year and a half. Lionel Messi can say his proper goodbye. Barca itself has devoted significant minutes for loan signings Joao Felix and young player Lamine Yamal playing on the front line, and so far this season, the club's coaching staff has been satisfied with their choices. So Lionel Messi's return to Barcelona next January is unlikely, whether from Messi's perspective or the Catalan club's management. But even if Barcelona meets all conditions, Messi may still need help to return here again in the next transfer window. If he does not enter the MLS playoffs, Messi will not play for Inter Miami from this October until early March 2024. Many players, like David Beckham, Thierry Henry, and Robbie Keane, still choose to return to Europe on loan to maintain form during that free time. American clubs also want this because they will share the wage issue. But of course, there is the risk of injury and overload of the players. Messi has missed 5 out of 6 recent matches. In those 5 matches, Inter Miami drew 2 and lost 3. Therefore, in the MLS Eastern standings at this time, the team from South Florida has 33 points, 5 points behind 9th place Montreal, and has played 1 less match. But remember, the MLS League only has 3 more rounds to end. Therefore, Inter Miami has few opportunities to dream about a playoff ticket as before. Previously, Messi played 11 matches, scored 11 goals, assisted 5 times, helped Inter Miami win the League Cup, and helped David Beckham's team transform dramatically. Therefore, whether he returns in these last 3 matches will be crucial for competing for a playoff ticket. Messi has been back training with Inter Miami players since the beginning of this week. However, according to what coach Tata Martino revealed to the media, whether he can play in the next matches is still being carefully considered. But even if he fails in the playoffs, the prospect of Messi returning to Barcelona is still challenging, as mentioned. Currently, this superstar is having physical problems and shows signs of overload. The 36-year-old striker had physical issues from the beginning of last month, especially after the match against Ecuador, he admitted himself. After returning to Inter Miami, Messi missed the game against Atlanta United and got injured in the next round against Toronto FC. Then he missed another 4 games, including the U.S. National Cup final, losing to Houston Dynamo 1-2. Currently, Messi prioritizes time for his family, rest, and recovery. No one wants to think about him returning to compete in Europe after the end of the MLS season when it is entering its most stressful phase. That would be a big challenge for his fitness. In addition, Argentina's national team also needs Messi ready for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers. Messi was on Argentina's list recently, preparing for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. On October 5, coach Lionel Scaloni announced a list preparing for 2 matches against Paraguay and Peru. Messi continues to be present despite not fully recovering from injury. Therefore, Messi's chances of returning to Barcelona in the upcoming transfer window are unlikely. Barcelona fans can hope for that. But remember that the greater the expectation will bring more disappointment. Can Messi return to compete in Europe in Barcelona's jersey? Please leave a comment below. Once again, I am TD Sports. If you find this video interesting, please support us by liking the video and subscribing to our channel to update the latest and most exciting sports news of the day. See you again in future videos.